aim of our project is to basically play on the parents' emotions due to our target audience being of 25 to 40-year-olds, meaning that they are either within that young adult bracket or becoming parents at that age. So our film is called Social Killer, and what it would basically be about is it's about a mother who wishes, mother or a father, ideally a mother, due to her having a stronger maternal connection to her child. And basically the narrative's going to be about a mother who desires to spend time with her child, but that child is too caught up in social media.
Right.
It's no dialogue, because that's one of the rules. So to show that she wants to spend time with her child, she's going to be pointing to certain things that they could do together, or showing like flies and that. And it's mainly going to be based off facial expressions. And so the child won't want to spend time with her. And then later on you're going to learn why, because he/she is being bullied.
Right.
Due to that, the child is more vulnerable. So he's going to be getting through like links to like attachments to websites, which is going to be found out at the end to be extremism.
Right, okay.
And the way we're going to show that is through sound effects.
Okay, yeah.
Do you like our idea, and if so, why?
I think it's a good idea. It's one of those areas that constantly get attention, but people still don't really know everything that goes on with it. And the idea of kind of the contrast between wanting to spend time with the child, but something getting in the way, I think that's really good.
Okay, thank you. How do you believe this idea could be improved?
I actually think maybe consider using a dad rather than a mum.
Okay.
Because the idea of a dad from out of nowhere kind of deciding to spend more time with their kid.
Oh, could have better emotional.
Yeah, it's that more of a contrast, and
okay.
that kind of really having no idea about what's going on in their child's life kind of rings more true with the dad than the mum, for exactly the same reasons that you said why you wanted to use a mother figure.
Yeah.
I think the contrast you might find it might be bigger.
Okay, yeah, that would be a really good idea actually. Do you like the topics we've chosen to inform our audience about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting area, and like I say, it's one of those things that keeps on coming up, and because social media changes all the time, there's new things that come up all the time with it as well.
Do you believe like social media has had an impact on...
Massively, yeah. I think, I mean, it's one of those things that you contrast how your childhood was to how childhood is now, and it's very different. There's increasing pressure, there's the ability to reach into people's homes that you didn't have with like playground bullying. It's now, it extends into kids' own bedrooms. You don't have any kind of escape from things. I think it is quite an impact on everyday life everywhere. That's the big difference.
Do you believe this will encourage children or teenagers to express their concerns about social media to perhaps their parents or school?
I think it has the ability to if you hit the right note. Yeah, definitely.
Right. That's really good, thank you.
Thanks.
Our next idea is a music video, same target audience of 25 to 40.
Right.
The song we've chosen is Bon Jovi, It's My Life, because it being just after that era sort of thing, but it's still a well-known song.
Yeah.
The narrative of the music video will be about a group of friends. They no longer get to spend time with each other due to having jobs, family, just bigger responsibilities, so they've had to make that sacrifice. And then, so what we're going to do for this one is it's going to be more comedic based. So when they're doing the activities with their family, we're going to show they're like bored and just kind of fed up and out of it all. And then we're going to use objects and photos to kind of give them like nostalgia, or to take them back to when they were younger. With their friends. So maybe they're doing an activity with their child, like playing football, and then it takes it back to when they were with their friends playing football.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, by the end of the music video, we want them to just drop everything to go and see their friends again.
Okay.
Do you like the idea of the music video, and if so, why?
Yeah, I struggle a little with music videos because you don't really watch them.
Yeah.
It's something that I used to watch as like kind of up to kind of early 20s and things, but not something I come across massively now.
Yeah.
But it sounds fun. It sounds a bit like those high school comedies that you get with the American ones with kind of frat boys and things like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
sounds like kind of nostalgia thing in itself as well.
Definitely. How do you personally believe this idea can be improved?
I quite like playing more on the older nostalgia part
Yeah.
of it. I think that kind of contrast and comedy between seeing what they're doing then and what they're doing now builds up to the ending that you're talking about.
Definitely. Do you believe this is like a regular occurrence now with people growing up, sort of, so that they're having to sacrifice their social lives? And do you think the audience will relate to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it is one of the things that goes, especially if you're working like full time and you get to the point where you just drop at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The first thing that goes is that kind of going out and seeing people. It's one thing that people don't like to sacrifice, but they end up doing it anyway.